In the National Echo Database of Australia, which is the world's largest repository of echocardiographic measurement data linked with outcomes like mortality, we were doing work on valvular heart disease, and we discovered that aortic stenosis is not really the simple dichotomous disease that was previously thought to be, where the guidelines are currently set. We discovered that aortic stenosis was actually a more nuanced disease, and that there was a threshold of mortality above which there was a substantial increase in mortality. That mortality gradient started to increase at around 20 millimeters of mercury mean gradient. And we also found that although severe aortic stenosis was associated with a very high mortality, there was this grading below that we thought that we really needed to look into in a bit more detail. Then with a bit more analysis, we discovered that about 50% of all severe aortic stenosis is in fact low gradient severe AS. So the aortic valve area is less than 1 square centimeter, but the peak velocity and the mean gradients don't reach the classical guideline levels. So that means that if low gradient aortic stenosis is common, and also less than severe aortic stenosis is associated with a mortality risk, then that introduces quite a significant nuance that makes reporting of severe AS a little bit more challenging for a cardiologist. Further to that, we also discovered that aortic stenosis is associated with a series of other phenotypic abnormalities, so really just a set of things that kind of go together. And this has been published many times by others as well, but you already know about the cardiac damage score that Philippe Genero presented, and that is a really important concept, which is that it's not only about the valve. There are other abnormalities such as abnormal left ventricular systolic function, abnormal left ventricular diastolic function, increased filling pressure, left atrial dilatation, pulmonary hypertension, and right heart changes. Those phenotypic changes we tend to call the severe AS phenotype. And that really we think is the cornerstone to what we needed to do to develop a technology that would assist in the diagnosis of severe AS.